Gastonia traffic, bonanza 424, Romeo Papa departing runway 3. Gastonia traffic.
Gastonia traffic, November Tree 9er Whiskey Golf, departing runway 3, Gastonia.
Gastonia traffic, bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is turning right crosswind, departing to the northeast. Gastonia traffic. Approach, bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is climbing through 2,100 for 3,000. Request flight following to Raleigh-Durham International.
For Romeo Papa, squawk 4572 and ident.
4275 and ident, bonanza 4 Romeo Papa.
For Romeo Papa, flight following is on request. Squawk 4572, then ident.
4572 and 4 Romeo Papa.
For Romeo Papa, radar contact. 3 east of Gastonia Municipal Airport at 2700 feet. Gastonia altimeter 3009er.
3009er, man, 4 Romeo Papa.
Niner Yankee Juliet.
So it's been a few days. Had a few things going on that I needed to address in the sim. So I ordered some parts for the avionics. So all of my encoders and buttons and all of that. So I got all that wired up and everything for the most part works good. There's a couple things that could be
Charlotte
fixed.
departure, Texan Niner
Am I going to
Yankee
do
Juliet.
it? Probably not.
Texan Niner Yankee Juliet.
More so the aesthetics. My biggest thing that I really wanted was my direct to button to function. Everything else is I really just use touchscreen anyway, so it's okay. But everything is plugged in. So I worked on that, and if you notice, I've added a little bit of color into the sim to match the custom livery. And something that I worked on today, well, for two things. For one, I had to move the whole panel up, the avionics panel up, because the 650 dual rotary encoder was hitting up against the yoke here, and so I wasn't able to get full forward travel. So I shifted that up, as well as I did a flight last night, which is almost identical to this one, a little different, but about the same. And after I did my playback, I realized that OBS had kicked my mic off, and so I literally talked to myself through the whole flight, and so I had to scratch that video, which is fine, it happens. But something that I noticed in that video,
Departure Skylane,
and not just in the video, but when I actually landed
Skylane 136, radar contact, altitude restrictions canceled
last night, and I shut down the aircraft, and when I hit my avionics master, now my avionics, like when I turn that off, yes, it turns off avionics, but it doesn't. I've created a mask over the G5 and the JPI and the 750, 650. So when I hit the avionics, everything goes black, as if everything goes off. But the GTN system is still running in the background. Well, I have SayIntentions that's actually running the ATC. So even though I turned avionics off, it's still running. And so I still heard ATC talking even though everything was off. So I was like, well, that's an emergent killer. And so through a little bit of work and a little bit of help with ChatGPT, kind of got things figured out. And it's something so simple, but I never thought about it. But SayIntentions, man, it's just an amazing piece of software. So you can actually go into SayIntentions in the settings, and you can actually set up a master on-off ATC switch or button, whatever you want to call it. So when I went in there and I saw that, I said, "Oh, okay, that makes life so much easier." Because
Romeo Papa, contact Concord approach on 128.325.
Switching to 128.325, and there's a 4 Romeo Papa connect. Approach Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa is 7,000.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Concord approach. Good evening, Concord altimeter 3012.
3012 Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. So, like I said, once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, we gonna make this work. It ain't gonna take but a second. So I downloaded some programs, and I was gonna do some backdoor type stuff. And like I said, once I figured that out, so how I solved this. So my avionics switch is running through mobiflight. So that turns off the master avionics inside the sim. I also have it tied to my air manager, so that when I turn it off and on, everything goes black and then everything shows up. Well, I also have an Arduino Uno that is that's being configured for a joystick. And so what I did was I just tapped into the avionics master, and I just ran a cable to that Arduino. And so when I went into SayIntentions settings, when I turn this off, it hits all three of them at the same time. So avionic goes off, air manager kicks in, all the black screens show up, and it triggers SayIntentions master ATC. So now when I shut everything down, everything actually turns off, and then of course vice versa. So that's what I was working on today. I also added my op speed little what do you call it? Not panel. But y'all know what I'm saying. It's late. But I got that over here, so I got all my V speeds. So now I know, you know, just a quick reference where I need to be at. What else? That's really about it. Oh,
Romeo Papa, contact Charlotte, approach on 120.05.
Going to Charlotte, approach on 120.05, Bonanza 4, Romeo Papa, good day. Charlotte approach, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is 7,000.
Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa, Charlotte departure, good evening, Concord altimeter 3009er.
3009er, Bonanza 4, Romeo Papa. So, those are all the updates as far as the sim goes. I do have my knee board, finally. Here, I'll show you. Alright, let me turn these lights down a little bit. Man, things are bright. Come on. There we go. I'll show you real quick. So here's my knee board. So it just kind of sits right over my leg. For those of you who don't know what a knee board is, I got my little information here, my little pin by SayIntentions themselves. And yeah, I love it. I love it. It's becoming more and more real here in the CardboardSim world. That's what I like. Now, am I a professional pilot? Not by a long shot. But I do utilize my sim to practice and to get better.
Departure, experimental 9er Mike Kilo 2000 for 4,000.
In hopes
Experimental 9er Mike Kilo, radar
to maybe
contact,
eventually
VFR
one day get up in the real skies and
4,000, experimental
get my
9er
private
Mike Kilo.
pilot license. But for now, I will use this as a training tool as well as, you know, a hobby. So still got a lot to learn. I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm fine with it. I'd rather make mistakes in the sim than eventually get up in the air and make that. I don't have room for that, you know. So we're cruising along. Headed to Raleigh. We're about 32 minutes out. So really, I need to go ahead and start getting the things set up. Let's go ahead and pull ATIS. Already in there. Let's go. Info, frequencies. Let's get ATIS on. We'll do it down here. ATIS on 1238.
Artaying runways 14, 5 left, 5 right. Wind 020 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, few at 700 feet. Broken at 1300 feet. Solid overcast at 2000 feet. Temperature 21. Dew point 19er. Altimeter 3009er. Density altitude 1000 feet. Caution bird activity. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Raleigh-Durham International Airport, information X-ray. 0335 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 14, 5 left, 5 right. Wind 020 at 5. Visibility 10.
Okay. We got that. 5 left. Alright, so we'll do, let's take 5 right. That way that'll put us right by the ramp that we want. So we'll go 5 right. Do the ILS 5 right. You already got the ATIS. Localizer is 1095. Let's go ahead and get that in place there. Approach course is going to be the 054 degrees. Decision altitude is going to be 620 feet. It's 200 feet above. Missed approach, we're going to climb to 1000, then climb and right turn to 2600 feet on heading to 130 and outbound on the RDU VOR radial 092 to Zeppelin, international RDU. Distance of 19.6 and hold. Okay. So we need to be at beach at 5,000, 4,000 at Ratty, 3,000 at site. I think that's how you say that. Captured glide slope at 2,200 feet at Permi. And take it on in. So let's get that.
November tree 1424 2000 for 4,000.
November tree 1424, radar contact, altitude restrictions canceled, maintain VFR.
12-1 2000, November tree 1424. Concord departure, experimental 9er Mike Kilo 3000.
Experimental 9er Mike Kilo, radar contact. November 9er Tree 0 Delta contact Washington Center on 135.2.
Over to Washington Center on 135.2 on November 9er Tree 0 Delta.
Raleigh approach, bonanza 424, and Papa requests vectors to 5 right approach.
For Romeo Papa, turn right heading 100, vectors for the ILS runway 5 right approach.
Right heading 100 for the 5 right approach. And 4 Romeo Papa.
Papa, 12 miles from PSIT. Turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 5 right approach.
Heading to 100 down to 3000 until established. Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. PSIT.
For Romeo Papa, turn right heading 100, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer.
Right heading 100 down to 3000. Port when established. Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa.
Crossing 23 left, bearing 4 Romeo Whiskey.
Raleigh Tower, bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is established. Runway 5 right, full stop.
For Romeo Papa, wind 020 at 5. Runway 5 right, cleared to land. Caution bird activity.
Cleared to land, looking for the birds, bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. Now, as you watch, we're coming in to hit our final approach fix, and you keep an eye here on the annunciator panel. You'll see it'll go from nav and it'll capture the glide slope.
23 left, Hotel Sierra, Oscar, Hotel Victor. Baron 4 Romeo Whiskey holding short 14, ready for departure.
Baron 4 Romeo Whiskey, wind 020 at 5, runway 14, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff 14, Baron 4 Romeo Whiskey.
There we go. We're taking it down. Alright, speed check gear is coming down. Traffic is coming on. First notch flaps coming in. We'll ride this down to 200 feet above, which is our decision altitude, and I'll take over from there.
November 42 Kilo Yankee, hold short of runway 23 left.
Hold short of 23 left, November 42 Kilo Yankee.
1,200,000 to go. Still autopilot bringing it in. So that's the yokes moving all by itself. It's getting a little jittery though.
$500.
Second notch flaps coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and take over here. Just let autopilot continue bring us in, huh? That got crazy real quick. Okay, there we go.
November 42 Kilo Yankee, hold short of runway 23 left.
Hold short of 23 left, November 42 Kilo Yankee.
We're landing. But birds. We got birds. Bad landing, bad landing. We floating. Very bad. Which is fine. I mean, we're going all the way down here anyway. But that was a bad, horrible landing.
4 Romeo Papa, welcome to Raleigh. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 1219er, Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, good day. Thank you. Pay attention what you doing, Robbie. Ground, Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa is clear. Runway 5 right. Holding short on Bravo, looking for GA parking. So what I find strange is I get the default, right? But then I also get the FSLTL liveries. And I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the default aircraft and just have deliveries. If anybody knows how to do that, let me know. I've been trying to figure it out for some time. I ain't quite figured it out yet, because sometimes they stack on top of each other and it looks horrible. Landing, but we made it. taxiing with no taxi light. How dare you? Force feedback action going there. No hands. Just gonna turn here. Do kind of a hard turn. See it. Do his thing there. I'm still tweaking it, y'all. It's gonna take some time to really dial it in. Am I a marshaller out here anywhere? No marshaller. He said, forget you, bruh. It's okay. I'll just make this a parking spot right here. Too far to the runway, but that's okay. All right, so that's good there. Let's turn off taxi lights, turn off navs, turn that off, make sure it's out. Beacon is coming off. Fuel tank is off. Mags is off. Power is off. There we go. Well, there you have it, guys. A little bumpy landing. My apologies. But hey, we're walking away from it, so that was a good landing. Hope you guys enjoyed this flight. And we'll catch you on the next one. It's CardboardSim. We signing out.